This is so awesome, you guys. I'm going to give things a moment for other people to be able to show up, but I'm excited to work out with you guys today. I hope that all of you are having just like a great day, that wherever you are, you're staying happy, you're staying healthy, you're not going too insane. Whatever the weird things you've come up with to be able to not go nuts during all of this, let me know in the comments. Afterwards, I'm going to be going through all the comments and getting back to all you guys on this. I would also love to know what your workout jams are, what kind of music you like to listen to when you're working out. This is a great time for me to get to discover some new artists, some new musicians, which I think is like half the fun of working out with different friends, is to see like what's on their playlist. Which, speaking of which, that's something we're going to be doing pretty soon. We're going to be putting out, each of us are going to put out a different playlist for what we like to listen to, so you guys can jam with us at your own home. So hopefully we're going to have those ready at some point this next month for all of you guys, which is really awesome. One-piece bunny suit. Of course, that's what you're going to be rocking today, Ziggy. I love that. So we're going to get into the workout in just a moment. I'm going to give it just a sec for a few other people to log in, and then we're going to get started. Today, we had a 4-hour rehearsal right before this, so I'm still like catching my breath, getting back my wind from our last rehearsal. My legs are a little gooey from us launching each other in the air for a couple of hours. But, I had a little protein shake. I ate some peanut butter, and I think I'm ready for more, ready for action. I'm going to adjust this just slightly. Oh, I love seeing you guys all checking in. This is awesome. Hey, Mary, good to see you. Hey, Daniel. And we got Charles on there, too. Good to see all you guys. Glad you're here to work out. Oh, yes, an orange short track suit. That is the ultimate workout equipment. I agree. So, guys, we're going to get started. So if you are at home, stand up, get yourself into comfortable positions, legs slightly apart. You're going to get your wrists warmed up. That way our wrists are ready for whatever we get into today. There won't be nearly as many planks as last time. So with your hands out in front of you, you're going to make a couple of big letters. Let's go through the alphabet, getting ourselves ready for the workout. This is something that we do all the time before doing any hand balancing, handstands, planks, thumb wrestling, epic games of tag and handstands, which is something we like to do sometimes. So just make a few different letters, make your way through. If you want to do the whole alphabet, awesome. If anybody's just logging in, it's going to look like I'm just waving at them in really epic, fantastic ways. Like, who do we got that just logged in? Tamara. Oh, hello, Tamara. I'm going to spell your name with gigantic hand motions. Tamara. Awesome, guys. So hopefully that's getting you started. Let's get some wrist rolls going. Making some big circles. Hey, Rebecca. Good to see you, too. Glad you're here. And Elizabeth as well. That's awesome. Get some big waves. Something that's kind of trippy that'll mess with your brain is try to go the opposite direction. Basically the same thing, but for some reason it always trips up my brain. Good job, you guys. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to warm up our lower backs. We're going to warm up our spines. We're going to warm up our core. So I'm going to lower this down so you can see me. So you're going to come over to your, you can do this on your knees. You can do this seated, either cross-legged or to sit back. But either way, you're going to sit. And then as you breathe, you're going to inhale, come up, exhale, round down. And you're just going to go through like that. Can you hear me breathing heavy? So just like that, roll your way through. Get a little bit of heat, a little bit of fire built up inside of you. What's something that you're fired up about, you're excited about? For me, it's that Margaret found enough stuff hidden in the back of our cabinets to make chocolate chip cookies. Oh yeah. So when I get home, I'm headbanging for those chocolate chip cookies. Just a moment longer of doing these, you guys. Big breaths. Good job, everyone. After that, you are going to come up to your feet, and we're going to do some slow marching steps. Just again, to get our hearts going. Marching steps. March to the beat of your own drum. I'm going to bring this up a little higher so I can see what you guys are checking in with. Oh, I'm loving the puppy. me. What a cute picture. I like that it looks like our dog if we dyed it purple. Keep those march steps going, you guys. Just a few moments longer. Next, we're doing half jumping jacks. So what you're going to do is you're going to step. You're basically going to step in, down, in. So I'm stepping my legs over as my hand comes up.
So I'm like, if I can plan out a couple others when I'm like, oh,
if you are more advanced, you've been working out for a while, or you're already feeling kind of warm, you can do full jumping jacks here. But I really like these when you're just getting started, because for the warm-up, we want to like slowly get our hearts warm and thumping, get a little bit of sweat going before we start our workout. We want to get all of our muscles loosened. I personally don't really like doing static stretches for my warm-up. I really want to get my body warm first and then do stretches at the end. Just a moment longer, you guys. Next, we're going to be doing high knees. So knee comes up, tap. Knee comes up, tap. As high as you can while still keeping it controlled. Whereas I just said that like I was from down south. While still keeping it controlled. Oh, we just going to march for a little while, and then we going to have ourselves some mint juleps as we sit for a while. I'm sure we got a couple of Southerners on here who could do that accent way better than this old Cleveland boy. A few more, you guys. Knees nice and high. And you want to be controlled. You want to be just like throwing your knees up in the air, Rockette style. You want to be able to stop your leg at any point in its motion and maintain it. Nice big steps. Oh my God, whoever just threw up this little emoji of this little clapping angel fish. I am in love. I want this to be my new best friend. I love it. New 200-piece Disney puzzle? Yeah, that sounds epic. Let me know what the subject is of, like what's actually on the puzzle. Okay, you guys, good job with the high knees. One more set of half jacks. If you want to go a little faster, you can by adding in a little hop, hopping one leg out, one arm up. It is also fine to just step, raise, step, raise. Oh, I love seeing all these hearts popping up. So good seeing the love being shared. I feel like if we can't hang out in person, I feel like at least this way, we can still sweat together like we're at the festival and maybe earn a turkey leg while we're at it. Just a moment longer, guys, not too much more of these. Next, we're gonna kick that booty into shape with a little bit of something called butt kickers. So to the side, looks like this. I'm taking my feet up and I'm kicking my own butt, which I feel like would be the name of my autobiography, Kicking My Own Butt, the Cameron story. Get that butt kicking. Doing great, you guys. Heck yeah, it's a little bit longer with these butt kicks. If this is too much motion for you, if you've had knee trouble in the past, it's okay to be just standing and kicking. This is a fine option. Or if you have neighbors beneath you, that could be a nice option too. All right, you guys, good job with those. Next, we're doing some chest openers. So for these, we're gonna be opening our arms nice and wide, bringing them in like we're hugging ourselves. And at the same time, we're gonna take a little step, cross behind, step, cross behind. Putting it all together, you're gonna be just moving and grooving, getting everything to wake up. I got this little cottage behind me here at the festival. If you're wondering, that's where they keep us, behind that door. They just stack up all the rent fair workers like sardines. That's our little secret hideaway. It's luxurious. Even though the space is tiny, all of our bedding is from Brook Linen, so I like to think it's pretty posh. Just a moment longer, getting these chests to wake up, getting a little bit of our IT bands with our legs going like they are. Good job, you guys. You know,
awesome.
Things are rough right now. A lot of people are going through a lot of things. And in life, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. And I call those squats. So let's get it. Squats, you guys. Legs about hip distance apart. Toes pointed forwards, bringing our butts back like we're sitting back into a chair. You don't want your knees to go past your toes. You want to sit back as you go. Sit back. That weight should be in the heels, not just in the tips of your toes as you go back. I feel like I'm just like giving Giving all of our friends a little pelvic thrust love out there. Hope you guys are rocking. This is like a high five with my thighs. A thigh five. Now, if you want to add in a little bit of an oblique workout, then you can squat with your arms up like this. Come up, bring your knee up to the elbow. Squat, knee to the elbow. We're just going to do a moment more of these, you guys. Don't overdo it. We're still warming up. During this workout, I want you to modify it to whatever works for your fitness level. There's nothing wrong with maybe not being at the same place as somebody else. As long as you're working hard, that's all that matters. If you do half as many as someone else, but that half that you did pushed you twice as hard, then guess what? You're the one who's working harder. It's all about doing what works best for you. All right, you guys, last one. Bring it up, shake it out, catch your breath for just a sec. Next, we're gonna do some arm circles. I'm gonna come in close as I do this. Oh, does it look like I'm flying at you like a pterodactyl? See who's been checking in. Oh, I see Mama Ellen. So good to see you checking in from Illinois. Hope you're not too cold up there. That's Margaret's mama. She's a really cool lady. Oh, so good. Good seeing all of you guys stopping in and checking in. Big arm circles, you guys. Just a moment longer. Then we're gonna switch directions. So switch to the other way. Good job, good job. Just do those big swinging arm circles. In just a few weeks, it's gonna be really hot and humid here in Georgia. And this is what we do for that Renaissance air conditioning. To be honest, it kind of smells like BO. But when it gets that humid, I don't think you can avoid that smell. That's just everywhere. Just a moment longer, you guys. Then we're gonna go real small with our circles. Real tiny little circles. Arms out. Good job. Switch directions. Other way. I'm gonna come in, check the feed. Caw-caw, caw-caw. Oh, I love it. Good to see you. Oh, and Laura just checked in. She has been just working so hard in the gym. I love seeing another fitness junkie on here. That's really great. All right, guys, then turn to the side. Arms up next to your ears, just like this. My hips are tucked forwards and under. I don't want to be arched a whole bunch, but I want to roll my hips up. And then I take my arms straight back like this. I can't go very far. Some of you can probably go farther. We're going to do just a few of these. Help warm up our shoulders. Get those rotator cuffs nice. I'll come this way so it looks like I'm just giving really apathetic karate chops towards all of you. If done properly, there is no defense. Except for the entire part of my body I have left wide open for your karate kicks. Good job, you guys. Arms down. I don't know about you, but whoo, even though this is just a little warm-up, I was feeling that. That was a lot. We just got a moment more, you guys. You're doing really good out there. Next, we're doing what we call imperial walkers. They're also known as standing toe touchers. So for these, I bring my arms up, I bring my leg up, and touch the knee, bring it back down. Touch the knee, bring it back down. If you're a little bit more flexible, then you might be able to go to your shin, or you might be able to go to your toes. But go to what works for you. We just want to warm up the hamstring. We don't want to pull the hamstring. Just like when we were bringing our knees up, we want to have control over the limb the whole time. So to be able to stop at any point of what you're doing. Just a moment longer, you guys. One more in each leg. Good job. All right, everybody, I'm going to lower the camera for this part. I learned it's very important that when I do these on camera, I aim my body in the right direction, or else things look a little bit interesting. So on your back, with your hands down, you're going to roll your pelvis up, and then roll down your spine all the way down to the ground. Roll it all the way up. I hope you can see me. I hope I'm not hidden underneath the feed. As I do this, I just want to roll up each vertebrae, getting a nice fluid roll. Oh, it makes me think about sushi rolls. I would say that's been like the second hardest thing about this quarantine. Number one has been not working and getting to hang with all of you. Number two has been not being able to go out to eat. Oh, I miss that delicious treat that is a sushi roll. Let's do just two more, guys. Just two more. Last one. Roll it up. Good job, everybody. I hope you're able to see me for those. I'm going to check in, see if anybody else is doing that. Oh, I agree. I hope to see all of you in Bristol this summer. My fingers are so crossed for that one. Okay, guys, next we're going to warm up our abs just a little bit. With a little bit, oh, I agree, John Brody, who worked for that sushi boat. A little bit of just gentle cobra here. So on the ground here, you're going to come down with your hands besides your shoulders. Just roll up a little bit and then roll down. As you do this, try to make the lift happen through your back. Try to keep your butt cheeks released. If you're stuck at home alone, nobody will know if you're clenching your butt or not, so just let it go. I'm resisting making some Frozen references about our butt cheeks letting go. Do you want to build a hernia? It doesn't have to be a hernia. Let's just do 2 more, you guys. Rolling them up, bringing them down. Rolling them up, bringing them down. Great job, everyone. We are officially a third of the way through today's fitness journey. All of you are doing awesome. I hope you're getting warmed up. I hope you're doing good. Let's check in with some of your comments. Oh, that looks so good. Great seeing everybody coming in. Hey, Bobby. Okay, guys, we are going to get into it. So first thing first, you're going to be on the ground. Have yourself, if you have a mat to put beneath you, awesome. If not, you can just ball up a t-shirt or something if you feel any pain under your knees while we do these. So you're going to come to your hands and knees. You're going to take one leg, reach it out, bring it in towards your nose, and then back out. We're going to do 10 on each side. If this is too easy, modify it. There's many ways to make this more challenging. You could do this in a plank. You could do this up high here, or you can come all the way up into a downward dog and do it here. But if you're starting out, this is perfect. Hopefully you've done about 10, and then switch to your other side. So busy chatting with all of you, I'm really not keeping the closest count. So make 10 happen at home. If you get through with 10 each side, and I'm still going, congratulations, take a little breather, or do a few extra if you got a few extra in the tank. Crank them out. So good, everybody. Perfect job. Next, we're doing half windshield wipers. So this one, you're gonna lay on your back with your knees in the air. My knees are bent like this, and I'm gonna have my arms out wide. I'm gonna let my legs fall to one side, bring it back across and to the other. We're gonna do 10 of these where we go all the way across just like a windshield wiper. This starts to get our obliques, the sides of our bellies, to get stronger. Today's workout's gonna be all stuff focusing on your core, on your abdominal muscles, on your back muscles. The core is the core for a reason. It is the center of where so much of our strength and stability comes from. Most of what you see us do in the show is all thanks to having a strong core. You should be just about done with your 10. We're gonna try to do 10 of every workout that we do. Good job, everybody. Hope you're doing good out there, that you haven't given up yet. Okay, guys, so next we are gonna be doing what I call mermaid leg raises. So you're gonna come onto your side. I kind of prop myself either on my hand or my elbow. I'm gonna go on my elbow here, so I'm sideways. I look like a beautiful mermaid sunning herself on the rocks. And yeah, herself, I can be a lady mermaid, whatevs. Next, you're gonna bring your leg up and back down. Up, back down. We're gonna do 10 of these. If you're new to them, do them slow and controlled. If you wanna make it a little bit more, you can give it a little toss and then a slow down. Toss, slow down. Do 10 of these. And then we're gonna flip around to the other side. I'm hoping you feel like a beautiful mermaid. I think I'm at about 10. I'm gonna roll it around, doing my white guy breakdancing moves. And then we're gonna go to the other leg. So I'm on my side. I'm getting a little bit of a stretch through here, which feels delicious. And I'm gonna bring my leg up, back down, up, back down. This is also part of my audition tape for Cats the Musical. I think it worked out that I didn't get that role. Just a little bit more, you guys. I'm hoping you're getting a little sweat going on. If you finish your workout and you still look pretty, that means you did not try hard enough. Just a little more, you guys. Good job. Okay, next we are doing Supermans to work our lower backs. Let's be that sweet, sweet hero. So come all the way down to our bellies. Hopefully you can still see me. You're gonna bring your arms out in front of you. You're gonna come up with your hands and your feet. Hold for a beat, come back down. Up, hold for just a moment. Come back down. Up, hold. 3. Up, activate your sonic hearing. Down. Up, listen in on your neighbors. What Netflix show are they watching? And down. Up, activate your heat vision. Down. Up, make a panini with your heat vision. Down. Up, you overcooked your panini, oh no. Down. Up, use your super breath to blow out the panini. Down. Up, I think this is our last one, I don't know. Let's blow out the panini, hold for a moment longer. And down. Good job, everybody. Our Supermans are complete. Next, we're gonna be doing a standing crunch. A sit-up where you don't have to sit down, which is kind of nice. So for this, I bring my arms up next to my head. I don't interlace them behind my head. I keep them like this so I don't crank down on my neck. And then I hinge from the waist with my back straight. Down and up. Only go as deep as you can. If it feels tight on your hamstrings as you bend forwards, then bend your knees slightly as you go. So let me know how you're doing out there, guys. If the workout has been good, if it's too easy, if it's too hard, if you're sweating like crazy, if you're not sweating enough, I want to know how you're liking it. This is still really new for me. Good job, you guys. I think just one more, and then we're done with those. Excellent work. Okay, guys, next we are going to be doing some arm and leg extensions. So again, we're going to be on the ground. Yeah, you can use your mat or your balled up sweatpants. Hands and knees. You're going to bring your right foot out and then your left arm up. Together, touch your knee and your elbow. Bring it back out. Knee and elbow. Bring it back out. Good job, you guys. That's 3. Keep them going. If this is a little bit much for you, then just bring them up in the air for a moment and bring them back down. You should have 2 more of these. Awesome, then we're gonna switch sides. So right arm is up, left leg is out. Our core, our belly is squeezed tight, and we bring it in, back out. In, back out. If you wanna make this harder, go into a plank. If you wanna make it even harder, put your feet up on the couch. Or do it in a downward facing dog. If you're new to working out, do what you can. And done. Take a little breather every now and then. There's nothing wrong with stopping, taking a breath. The main thing is that you keep going, you keep trying. I'm not giving up on you. I hope you don't either. Let's take a quick drink of water. Check in on how all you guys are doing. Oh, I'm so glad you're liking this, D. If people do like this, then I'm going to keep doing these over the coming weeks. We're kind of figuring out what kind of stuff people want to see from us. And this seems like something that I can do with all of you, to be able to share a little bit of time, a little bit of motivation, and a little bit of the weird stuff that we've learned over the years of doing this. We're going to get back into it in just a second, you guys. It feels super weird to take something that we do all the time, but we've never taught, and try to package it into this sort of a format for all of you guys. So I appreciate you guys being here and going on this kind of weird experiment with me. So next, you guys, we're going to be holding a side plank. We're not going to hold it for long. I know planks can scare some people, but I believe in you. I believe you've got this. So with one knee down, Put your other leg out to the side. Bring your arm down. So I got one knee down, my leg out, my arm is up. Starting out, this is exactly the place to be. This is a perfect way to start. This is going to work your obliques. This is going to work your shoulder. If this feels way too easy, then come up with both legs to the side. We do a lot of side planks. This is a great way to use our muscles and get them stronger. So much what we do in the show is these stabilizers. If you need it a little bit harder, bring your leg up, put it on the thigh like tree pose, just like that. We're gonna hold it just for 5, 4, 3, 2, are you quivering a little? 1. Good job, you guys. We're gonna switch to the other side now. So shake for a sec, place your hand. You got this, guys. Your knee is down, your leg is out, your arm is up. Start the hold. If you want to make it just a little harder and you're on your knee, you can walk out a little ways. Have that knee down, but stretch out a little bit so your head gets cut off on the edge of the camera. If you want to make it even harder, walk that knee a little bit more, until eventually you can get it all the way out and your arm all the way up. If you want to make it even harder, try to look up as you do this. Whatever you do with your head, try to pick a single spot to focus on. That's going to help with your balance. You're doing great, everybody. These ones, they can be tricky. But luckily, what we got after this is a lot nicer. Just for a moment longer, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, everybody. That was good. Did you make it through the planks? Were you able to get your leg all the way out there? Let me know how you modified, how you made it work. Let me know if you're enjoying it. So next, we are going to be doing what I call heel touches. These are kind of a nice like mid-workout recovery, but you're still going to get a little bit of a nice ab core crunch. So laying on your back with my feet on the ground, I come up with my shoulders a little bit, and then my hands are to the side, and I just tap my heel, and I go from one foot to the other. So I'm just making these like little rocking side to side motions with my core. I'm gonna spin around so you can see from this side too. So there's just these little motions here. I'm working my obliques, the sides of my abs, I'm working the base of them, I'm working the tops of them, and I'm showing you all the top of my head. You can let me know if I got any new spots I've burned away with that bowling ball. I feel like it's so rare I finish a day of work and I don't smell like burnt hair. That's going to be the weirdest thing when we come back to work after this COVID-19 craziness. We're going to have so much more body hair. That first fire show, I feel like we're just going to go up in flames. There's going to be so much burnt off of my bangs, my eyebrows, the backs of my hands, my shins. My shins especially. Just a moment longer, you guys, you're doing good. And done with those. Good job with those heel touches. Those can get a little bit much. Oh, that's funny. If you turn the camera just right, I look like the head of an old sailing ship. That's great, Paul. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're checking in. Okay, guys, next is, I feel like I say okay, guys, a million times. I feel like every time I say that, you should do one squat. You'll get a whole extra workout. Excuse me, next we are going to be doing hip raises, much like we did earlier for our warm-up, but we're doing these with a little bit more force, a little bit more rapidity. So I'm going to lower this a little bit more, see if I can get all of this into the shot here. So I'm on my mat, my arms come up over my head, and then my back down. And I'm going to try to squeeze my butt cheeks as I do this, squeeze my hips upwards. This is going to be really good for our backs, for our hamstrings, for our glutes. Whenever we work our abs, we want to make sure we also work our back. Same thing with stretching. If we stretch our bellies, we want to also stretch our backs. If this is too easy, bring a leg up in the air as you do this. Do 2 or 3 and then switch legs. Just going to do a moment more. You're doing great, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Done with those. Excellent job, everybody. Layla's gonna bring the hot dogs. Oh, that's great. Hey, Bobby, glad you're here. Oh, you say you're getting a workout and laughing. That is my goal. I want every workout to be as fun as possible. I get way too bored if I'm working out and I'm not laughing. That's why I really enjoy working out with other people, so I can be cracking jokes in between every rep and have a little bit of fun. So next, we're going to be doing a modified boat pose. This is another great way to work our core and work our stabilizers, which is, I feel like the real goal here is not just to get strong, but to have the stability to do crazy stuff with your kids, with your friends, when you go out for adventures. So for this, you're going to be on your mat. Your legs are out in front of you. My hands here are going to hold on to the backs of my knees, and I'm going to try to come up and bring my legs up into the air. I'm holding onto my knees. I'm extending up through my back, up to the top of my head. If you want to make this harder, straighten your legs more. If that's not hard enough, you can try to let go of the back of the knees, hold your arms out straight to the side of your legs, and think nice and long as you try to form a V. We're going to hold this for just another 10 seconds, you guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Whatever variation you're doing, try the next harder version for the last 4, 3, 2, 1. You did it, guys. Good job. Next, we are doing, this one's going to be fun. I've never done these before, but I was thinking about it in my dreams, and I thought this could be a fun, weird one. So here we go, you guys. Oh, let me check in real quick. Thank you so much for this. It's going to help my balance when you start kickboxing again. That is phenomenal. Kickboxing looks like so much fun. Let me know. Boxing workout one of these days. Margaret and I like doing those for warm-ups sometimes. So for this, we're going to be doing push-up lunges. So you're going to be out here. You can just do a plank. You don't have to do a full push-up. In your plank here, you're going to step one leg up between your hands. Bring your arms up to the sides like this. Bring your hands back down. Step back. Switch legs. Bring your arms up. Hands down. If you want to make this more hard, do a push-up. Step up. Arms up. Bring it down. If the push-up is too much, you can also step back, come to your knees, push up, come up, step through, arms. Doesn't really matter what variation you do. What matters is that you keep moving, you keep trying, you keep pushing yourself just a little bit. I can already tell from this little bit of time we've been spending together, I think all of us are going to be good friends. I don't know what it is. I just don't think you and I are ever going to break up. It just seems like we work out. Somewhere out there watching, I hope my buddy John Brody is groaning real hard right now. Just a moment longer, you guys. You're doing good. I know some of these blocks are lasting a little bit longer than others. We're doing a little bit more than 10 on each side. That is okay. All right, guys, last one on each side. So one on your right. Let's see one on your left. Woo! Good job. Those are pretty wild. Let's take a quick drink of water. We are almost at the end of our workout, and then we just got a cool down. You guys, we're flying through this. Did my buddy Chris Peterson check in? Oh, that's awesome. So good to see you, Chris. So Chris is the chiropractor that keeps all of us going. He is incredible. Every summer at Bristol, he helps us out, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. When I busted up my wrist real bad, and when Margaret sprained her neck, we were being helped by him almost every day. Even at his own house, he'd say, come on over, I'm on my lunch break. I'll take care of you real quick before you have to do your next performance. Love that man. All right, you guys, we just got 2 more workouts. 2 more. You can do this. You're doing great. 2 more. So this one is going to be flutter kicks, but in reverse. So you may have done flutter kicks where you lay on your back and you flutter your legs. This time we're going to be laying on our bellies and fluttering our legs. So get onto the ground. If you are of the male persuasion, move anything that might need to be moved for these to be as comfortable as possible. If you are of the lady persuasion, move anything that needs to be moved for these to be as comfortable as possible. So you're gonna come with your legs up into the air, lift them off the ground, and then just little kicks. Can you see my feet going here? At the same time, I arch up just a little bit in the front. These are deceptive, but they are difficult. Keep going, you guys. Good job. Keep fluttering, keep fluttering. You're doing awesome. Remember, refusing to work out does not count as resistance training. You're doing great, you guys. Just a moment longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax your head down. Press backwards. Go into child's pose for just a moment. Sit your butt back onto your heels. Reach your arms forwards. Just extend your back the opposite direction. Oh, that was real good, everybody. We got our last workout left. Last one. I believe in you guys. If y'all are out there, you're liking this, let me know that you dig it, that you want to see us do more of these. If you want to throw some in our digital hats, let me know that you like these workouts. I posted our Venmo, our Patreon, our PayPal in the description. $5 is what we suggest if you want to make a donation, but you are more than welcome to watch this for free. I know right now is chaos for everyone, so do what you need to do and spend some time hanging with me too. So our last workout, you guys, we're going to go into low plank. So low plank, if you're new to these, on your knees, come to your elbows, squeeze your butt. So you're on your knees, you're on your elbows. Then you're going to reach forwards. So I'm going to turn so you guys can see me here. So I'm going to be on my elbows here, and I'm going to take one arm forwards, bring it back. One arm forwards, bring it back. Just like this, you guys. Keep it going. If you want to make it harder, come up onto your toes instead of your knees. If this is a little rough on your elbows, then throw a t-shirt, sweatpants, a pillow, your toddler. Throw the Switch controller. Throw anything under your arm. Just see what happens. Maybe it'll make it feel better. Maybe you'll discover a whole new program on Netflix by crushing the remote. Turns out Stranger Things new season will appear in your feed if you crush the remote under your elbow in low plank. Good job, guys. No more reaching, just hold in your low plank on your elbows. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys, you did it. That is the end of the workout. Oh, such a good job. I tell you what, somebody better call the ambulance because y'all just killed that workout. Let's take a quick drink and then start the cool down. Whew. I agree, Michaela. I love hanging. This has been a lot of fun. This is really good inspiration for me too, because we had a long practice today, 4 hours. Hour of that was just conditioning, 3 hours was training. I think I had it in my tank to do more today, but knowing that all you guys were here counting on tonight's live feed made me feel like I could push a little bit more out of me, do a little bit more today. So let's do that cool down, everybody. Let's keep moving while our hearts are still going. Keep this going. All right, everybody, so let's do just a couple of big reaches. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, legs wide. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, bring it down. Oh, reach it up. Let's do just one more of these. Big reach, bring it down. Oh, bring it up. Good job, you guys. I'm gonna flip my little pages around here. We didn't have any paper, so I just opened up cereal boxes and wrote my lists on those. We're getting creative on these things. So we did a lot with our cores today. So to counter that, we're gonna do a little bit of cat-cow. So cat-cow, you're gonna be on your knees, hands in front of you. You're gonna inhale, arch up, become the cow. Then exhale, roll it in, become the kitty. Up, big breath. Exhale, roll it through. I love doing these, gets the back so nice and warmed up. This is something I do every single day. If you just ate some Chipotle, this is also a great way to make your wife not come into the room. Roll it through. Nice job, everybody. Just a moment more. One more big arch, look up. Then come to neutral, sit your butt back, and let's come into child's pose. Just for a moment, we're just gonna do 5 breaths here in child's pose. Big breaths. Such a simple stretch, but so good for your lower back. So many of the stunts I do in the show involve that lower back strength and mobility. For too many years, I didn't do enough stretching. I just did exercises. And you start to lose that mobility. Let's come out of that. At about age 25, the fluid in our spines begins to dry up. But if we keep doing yoga, we keep doing stretches, and it stays limber as we get older, and we can keep doing these cool moves. So you finish your child's pose. Let's come forward. Let's do a little bit of cobra. So come down to your belly, and then just arch up with your hips down. You might do a little bit of an arch, just slightly, with your hands down. You might come a little bit up like you're a sphinx with your elbows underneath you. Or you can bring your hands out in front of you and just push up just slightly and get a little bit of a back bend going. I know some of you out there watching probably got beautiful back bends, and you're getting just nice and high up in the air, probably kick your feet to the back of your head. That's not me. Back bends have never been my strong suit. But that usually means you just need more of those in your life. So I try every day to force myself to do just a couple of back bends. So I keep consistently working to get that area better. Doesn't matter how old you are, you can always make something a little bit stronger and better. So let's roll our way down, you guys. Good job. We're gonna do a few more stretches. Next, we're gonna do what I call the hurdle twist. So put your leg out in front of you. I'm gonna put my left leg out first, bring my right leg over top like this, and then I grab that knee and I kind of hug it in towards me as my other hand comes behind, and I gently twist and look over my right shoulder. So I'm hugging my left knee in towards my chest and looking over. You can also bring your arm in and then roll and look across. All of these are great variations. I like hugging the knee in and just whispering some sweet nothings to myself for doing such a good job. Oh, knee. I bruised you. I crushed you. You did so good. I love you, knee. Good work, knee. Let's switch sides. Right leg out, left leg over the top. What are we gonna do with this knee? Take it out to a fancy dinner, maybe a moonlit walk. Whatever you do, hope it leads to you hugging it in towards that chest. Take that right arm around the left knee. I had to look at it, that's how dyslexic I am. I'm going, which arm is that? Oh yeah, that's my right arm. Then my left arm is gonna come behind me, and I'm gonna roll over and look through. Great job, everybody. On this next stretch, I'm gonna move in towards the camera so that way I can chat with you guys. See what y'all are posting while we're just hanging out and stretching. This is the part where I can actually move in towards the camera, which is nice. So just a little bit longer as we hold this. If you want me to see something, get it posted now, because there's a delay of about a minute, I want to say. So hopefully I'll be able to see it as we move into our next stretch. Just a little longer. Good job, you guys. Come out slowly and carefully. Undo that leg. Give your legs just a little shake. They did so good for you today. Next, we're going to do a little bit of a lunge stretch. So I'm going to take my right leg out in front of me, and then I'm going to come forwards, not letting that knee pass my toes, which is good. Now you need to stop. I love it. Nicely done, Brenda. I'm glad I'm not the only one that likes puns way too much. Oh, and Kristen, you are so welcome. I'm glad you're liking the workout. This is great.
Get off of those meds.
Oh, and Tina, you're just saying how much you miss seeing us. Man, I agree, too. I feel like that's every day, is just think about how much I wish that the shows were able to be going on, that the festival was happening. So we're going to find different ways. It sounds more and more like this weekend we might be doing a different show for Saturday, where we might actually do a couple of stunts for our Saturday live show. So that should be interesting. I think we're going to rock some Ren Fair duds too, which will be really awesome. Okay, guys, a little bit longer in this lunge stretch. Then press your way back. Good job. You're going to switch legs. My left leg is now forwards. I'm going to come forwards into the lunge, coming towards the camera. So much camera. Mm-hmm. You don't like the beard? You know what, Tina? That's okay. Because the beard doesn't know you. But the beard, it knows me. And it likes me. That is the thing. If I'm not doing performances, when we're not in season doing shows, Margaret loves it when I let the beard grow in. And you know what they say? Happy wife, no more strife. I want that happy wife. We throw knives at each other. If she wants to see me in a beard and a tutu, I'm going to be rocking a beard and a tutu. I love that lady. She is phenomenal. That's one of the happiest things about this job, is that this job led me to meet her, which is incredible. Nathan, I'm like the Bob Ross of fitness. Man, that is a great compliment. I would not mind having his hair either. That was an amazing guy. Oh, thank you, Christine. I'm glad you like the beard, too. I feel like all my grays tend to show, though. I'm going to be coming Ra's al Ghul pretty soon. Just a little bit longer, you guys, as we go into this cool down stretch. Nicely done. Okay, next we're going to stretch out our arms. We did a lot of planks, so we want to make sure we stretch those arms, too. So I'm just going to sit back on my knees here. I'm going to bring my right arm across my chest. I'm going to bring the camera in so I can chat with you guys while I do this. All right, bring it across. Oh, I agree, Tina. As long as the wife loves it, that's what matters. That is true. I feel like most guys in the world, I know nothing about style or fashion. I just do what my wife says when it comes to what I should wear. And I love it. I love just like feeling like I look good. And so much of that comes from that like confidence you get when somebody you care about goes like, you know, man, that color looks great on you, or that outfit looks awesome. Like, guy or girl, I think we all like hearing that we look good and that we're doing good. And what you did today, whew, you did good. This fitness is what it's all about. So bring that same arm up and over. Bring it back. Oh, I'm so glad I've been making working out fun for you. Thank you, Melissa. That was my goal, not just to show off my arm.
That's right.
Curiously light color, aren't they? Look at the color of my armpits compared to the rest of my hair. I feel like that's where my Scottish ancestry shows, is in that armpit hair. Or if you were close enough to kiss me, you'd see it in my mustache too. I get a lot of that Scottish red coming in right there. Just a moment longer. Layla, are we doing this weekly? That is a really good question. I think I'm going to just see how people are liking this, if this is something they dig. If this is, I'm going to try to make this a weekly tradition. I'm going to try to hit a different common problem area every week, bring it down, and then let's bring our left arm across. So if people are liking it, if it turns out to be something that is working well for everybody, then if I can, I'm going to try to do another workout every single Tuesday. I'm not sure yet what I want to focus on for next week, but it'll be another one of these common problem areas with me just cracking a bunch of terrible jokes if we end up making that happen again. Doing so good. The best part of the workout is that cool down stretch. Oh, Paul, you had the red beard? That's awesome. I had a good friend in college, let's bring that arm up and over, who was Italian and Irish, and he had the blackest hair, beautiful, just dark black hair, and his beard would grow in bright red. It made him look like when you like dip that Easter egg halfway in the dye and you get one color on one side and one on the other. It was just like perfectly colored. It looks amazing. Oh, Stephanie, I'm glad you like it and you want me to do more. That's really awesome. Oh, Melissa's got the husband with the ginger beard. Yeah, good choice. Those people with that Celtic ancestry, those are the fun ones. They got that fire burning in them. Just a little bit longer. Patrick, can you see some of Ari's strength type workouts? Heck yes, I would love to have Ari take you through some of his workouts. He is like the gentlest, sweetest guy. He grew up doing a lot of rugby. That's what a lot of his background is in. He's just phenomenal. More than anything, I just like how weird his brain is. He cracks me up in so many strange ways that I never see coming. Good job, everybody. Let go of that. Next, we're going to stretch out our booties. I love stretching out my butt. Out of context, that sounds terrible. In context, still terrible, but whatever, it feels good. So I'm going to lower the camera a little bit more so I can still stay close with you guys. So for this one, I'm going to be on my back. My knees are up. I'm going to take my heel and cross it over my knee, reach behind my legs, and then pull that knee in towards myself. And at the same time, I push my elbow into my crossed over leg, into this leg right here. That's over here. Now it's hard. Up. We'll do a little spin so you can see what I'm doing here. This elbow pushes in right there. Oh, good job, everybody. Just a little bit more. Stretch those glutes. We tend to carry stress in our shoulders and in our glutes. So it is not at all a weird thing to be stretching those booties and to feel some weird things that you're letting go of that you were maybe holding on to. It's a great time to let go of it, focus on all the good work you've done, on the fact that you took a step towards making some really great positive changes in your life. Because I always feel better after I've worked out, especially when I know Margaret made some cookies and I got a chocolate chip cookie with my name on it waiting for me at home. Switch legs. Bring that left foot over that right knee. Hug it in. Oh, it feels amazing. One of my faves. After this, you guys, we got just one more stretch. And then if we are not out of time, we will hang for a little bit longer. Good job, everybody. Come out of that. And then we're going to do a little bit of a seated twist up here. So for this one, I'm going to sit cross-legged, Indian style, whatever you called it as a kid. My legs crossed. I'm going to bring my right hand to my left knee, my other hand behind me. One more little twist for that back. I'm sitting up nice and tall. Look like I'm trying to peacock. Come up so I can see everybody. So all your stress is in your upper back. I can relate to that. Anytime we've been doing a lot of handstand training, I feel like any stress I've been holding in my back becomes real apparent. But man, those stretches, that's what's the best. I agree, Carrie. I'm so glad we get to work out. Good job, everybody. Let's relax out of that. Yeah, cookies are important, Richard. It's good to have things to look forward to. One of these days, we'll do an episode where we talk about like what we eat and our diet and everything, because I know a lot of people have asked us about that. But I feel like more than anything, it's just moderation. You know, like if you want to eat a dessert, that's fine. Just don't eat all of the dessert, you know? But it's good to have those things to look forward to. That is like my favorite, is when I know I have something that I'm excited about and that I get to look forward to. It makes the entire day so much fun. And what I do to just like make sure I don't overdo it is I just say, this is how much I'm going to eat. I put that on the plate and I put the rest away. I try to never eat from the container because I know if I do that, that container is going to be emptied. And especially when we've been working hard doing shows. That, and hopefully you feel good after all those. I'm going to bring this camera up just a little bit so we can still hang out for a sec as I sit here. I like to just do a few just to make sure my spine's doing good and be able to check in on what you guys are saying. It would be nice if these workouts could be each week because you've been sitting on your butt so much during schoolwork. Yeah, that is so true. I agree. I feel like we're doing so much work on our computers right now. That's the way all of our work is switching. So we're sitting around so much. So that might be honestly what I do for next week's workout. Is next week's workout might be all things to kind of counteract that seated position. So some good stretches, some good exercises to counter how much we've all been sitting around doing computer work or watching Netflix, you know, whatever it is that you've been doing. For us, we've been doing a ton of computer work, a lot of computer editing. I feel like these last few weeks have been us just teaching ourselves how to do, you know, like Premiere and video editing and sound editing. We've been working on a video all about my own journey with dyslexia and ADHD and losing my dad when I was real young. So that video I just finished yesterday. It's almost 20 minutes long. It's gonna be a ton of fun. We're gonna be putting that up on our Patreon at the start of next month. over this whole coming weeks, just doing a bunch. But guys, we're all done with everything. So I'm glad. I love seeing that you guys saying you enjoyed this. If you did have fun, please throw something, if you feel like it, throw something into our digital hats, into our tip baskets, either through Venmo or PayPal. A couple of bucks goes a long way for us right now. Let us know you appreciate what we're doing, you want to see more of it, and that you're committed to do more of these with us if we put in the time to make it all happen. Which is what I feel like what it all boils down to is like, what do we set aside time? What do we say is important in our lives? And right now, all of you are what's important in our lives. We want to make sure we stay connected with everybody, even though we can't be doing our normal shows. But maybe we can make something happen. We're going to see for this coming weekend if we can't make some sort of stunts, some sort of a weird Ren Fair-esque, show going on. But yeah, let me check in for the comments. I think we got just a little bit longer that we're able to do this live feed. Oh, so Kelly's wondering where we're. Yeah, so we're in Atlanta right now, even though the festival didn't happen. Did I see Hillary Jean checking in? Oh, that's so good. Good to hear you, Hillary. That's awesome. Yeah, so we're in Georgia right now. We're doing a bunch of training with Ari, being that he is, here in Atlanta as well. So we're basically just training with him constantly. We just talked about what we want our schedules to be, and they're going to be basically training with him every single day for about 4 hours. And it's a lot. It is exhausting, but thank goodness that I love who I work with. The fact that both Ari and Margaret are such cool people really makes all that work that much better. And the same thing with this workout. Like, I'm loving seeing the community that's developing, even right here in the feed. People chatting with each other, people putting out positivity, which is what it's all about. Love to access this later. Will you keep the video available? Yes, Claire. I'm going to save the video. I'm going to upload it onto our YouTube feed. It'll be available through there, as well as if you didn't see it, I did one last week as well, but I did it on Instagram Live, so you may have missed it. But I did the first one ever. It's been saved onto our YouTube. Awesome. As well. So you can totally watch that anytime you want. You want to get a little bit more exercising in. I'm going to keep that available on our YouTube feed. So hopefully, if we do a couple of these over a few weeks, we'll have just a whole slew of workouts you guys can just refer back to whenever you want to work out or hang out and get a little exercise burn going on. Well, guys, I'm going to hang out for just about another minute. So I'd love to chat with you guys, hang out for just a second longer as we're doing all this. Patrick wondering, will we be training with the puppy? Yes! Margaret is actually training with her right now, doing a whole bunch of that. Which has been so freaking cute. She is the sweetest little girl. I love that dog. Like, every night when it's time for bed, I say, bed, time for bed. And she'll come scurrying right across the trailer, hop up into that bed, and lay right down across my knees, which right now is adorable. When she's fully grown, though, that may not be able to happen. We'll see. She's getting kind of big, but not crazy big. I think she's like 45 pounds now, which I would love it if she didn't get much bigger, but she's like 9 months old, so she's going to keep growing. Definitely keep growing. What was this that just happened? Oh, Molly, thank you for throwing us a tip. I just saw that come in. Really appreciate that. Molly, big shout out. You're awesome. Thank you so much. It's good to know that you guys are appreciating this, which is really, man, yeah, it's like it fills our hearts, fills our souls to know that this stuff is of value to you. Oh, Peter, I agree. I'm fussy too that we are so close yet so far away. The fact that we're like right here in town, but we can't make a show happen for you guys. If for some reason this quarantine gets lifted, we're going to see if we can maybe make a special show happen, even if it's just like a barbecue in a park or something. Do I see that Savannah checked in? That's awesome. Good to see you, Savannah. That's great. She is phenomenal. She does work with the Jousters as the Mistress of Arms. What a powerhouse of a lady. Really cool stuff. Let me see what we got else going on here. Rick, yeah, having some withdrawals. I agree. I am hoping for Carolina. It is like, I think all of us are kind of playing that game right now of like, what's happening? What are things looking like? It's a lot of shows, even into the summer, are canceling right now. So for us, we're like, we don't know when we're getting back to work. We're just kind of fingers crossed, hoping people keep taking this seriously. Oh, shoot, Aaron, thank you so much. I just saw that you sent us a tip as well. Thank you, Aaron. You are amazing. Giant shout out, Aaron. You rock. How do you convince y'all to do a Minnesota tour? So Minnesota happens, unfortunately, the same time as Bristol. And Bristol, man, we got our heart tied up in that place. That is the show I met Margaret at. It is also the show that we got married at. It is also the show we met Jimmy at, and some previous members we had on the show too, we met there. So we love Bristol. So doing a Minnesota show would be difficult. However, that show runs after Bristol ends. So there is a possibility we could swing out there for a guest spot after Bristol. Best thing to do is just shoot them an email, say you want to see Barely Balanced at your festival, and see if we can make that happen. Should be great. Oh my gosh, I agree, Catherine. I would be heartbroken if Bristol got canceled too. If that was going to happen, I think we'd come up with something that we could hopefully do. If not, we're going to have to get some local jobs too. I think I might be a carpenter this summer. We'll see what happens with all of that. Well, guys, this has been so much fun. I've loved this. Let me know if you want to see more workouts happen in the future. Let me know what kind of workouts you want to see. Is there something you've struggled with or that you just really like? The kind of workouts you dig and the kind of ones that tend to push you. Also, let me know kind of what your skill level is at. Was this too easy? Was it too hard? Were you sweating like crazy? Were you able to take breaks? Was the pacing okay? It's such a new thing that I feel like, you know, I'm learning. We're all taking on 15 different new jobs during this. So let me know what you dig, and I'm going to keep doing the best I can to stay connected with all of you. Love you guys so much. Have an amazing day. You already did such a big thing to make today the best.